Life is hard for everyone. There are times when even some little things can mess up your life. That's why there's such a nice reward at the end of it. Let me show you how our friend Gabriel overcame the odds in his life.
Good day, everyone. Have you a lot of difficulty about your programming course? If so, then turn off your television because me and my friends will teach you learn everything you need to know about programming functions. Isn't that exciting and fun? Many people struggle with programming when they first learn about it. Learning to program is difficult enough, but it's easy to get tripped up before you even begin. We gathered interview videos with my friend Dessa who asked engineering students about their programming experience.
We are asking some questions to our engineering student that also suffered a great stress because of the subject of programming. What can you say about your subject and programming?
Lisod ang programming. Masing ako, naglisod ko sa programming. But pag nanamugod ta sa nagtrabaho na ta, kay makatabang jud ang programming kay it would make us versatile sa ato ang kuan. O magkontang una nakabalo ko ng programming.
What can you say about the engineering students who stated that they are under a lot of stress because of the core subject?
Thank you, Miss Deza. I may suggest that when you get tired, you can rest but never quit. Take some time for yourself to conserve your energy in anticipation of upcoming difficulties. Academic stress is a very typical occurrence in the lives of students.
Thank you, Dessa, and to those students who shared their experience. Now, finally, my friend Reggie will teach you all about functions. Hi, Reggie!
Hi, Lay! Oh yes, I will teach you guys on how to define and call a function.
Hello guys, good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about how to define and call a function. But first, let us define what is a function. So function is a collection of statements to perform a specific task. Next is a function call. It is statements that causes a function to execute. So basically, a function won't be happening if you won't call it. Next is a function definition. It is the statements that make up the function, and it includes name, parameter list, body, and the return type. Next is a function header. It consists of a function return type, function name, and a parameter list. So basically, ang function header is nagatel ang compiler kung saan dapat na data ang iya ma-receive. Next is a function prototype. It is a way to notify the compiler about a function before a call to the function. So there are actually two types of kanang sa prototype. Imong ibutang ang atong function definition babaw sa pinakabaw sa imong program, or you will put it after your main function. So to understand it better, let's look at this picture. So and here is your return type. So but pasabot integer. So dapat ang imong return type integer sad. The main is the function name, and then this inside the parenthesis is the parameter list, which as you can see here in the picture is empty. And then anything inside the curly brackets is the body of the function. So to understand it further, let's have an example. So let's have an example. Let's say we're going to make a C++ program that will output the sum of the two positive integer. Let's put our preprocessor directives. IOST. And then our main function. So, sa main function, as usual, ito na initialization. So, to pass the integers, we need two variables. In this case, I'm going to be using num1 and num2. And then we will ask the user to input the values. And then let's try to run the program to check. Let's name this program as function, call, and definition. So, wala pa yung result, kaya wala pa man talagot ang process. Sa process which is naa dapat siya sa function definition. So, in this case, magbuhat na tao function definition. So, as what I have said in earlier, naatay duha ka way sa pag-pick a layer sa function definition. It's either dili anatay butang sa babaw sa ato ang main function or deep after sa main function. First, let's have our return. So, let's have diri sa babaw. We will declare our function definition first. So, the name of the function and then float. In this case, we're gonna be using a different variable since lahi man din siya nasad na function. Alright, so pwede yung kamo gamit og lain po na return type. And pwede kamo gamit og input. In this case, I'm gonna be using void. Void means valueless, so you don't have to put anything as your return type, like this one here. Float A and float B. And then, di-declare na to siya diri una para ma-call na tong function. So, buot pasabot diri ata mag-anong function definition sa after sa imong main function. So, void float A and float B. In this case, you can also use any data type, but ako gigamit ang floating point para maka-input ko og mga decimal values. Alright? So, float is equal to A plus B. Then, C. Let's try to run the program. As you can see, wala gapon siya result because wala pa nato i-call ang function. So, dili na to. Ibutang sa main function ang function call. So, name of the function and then the variable. So, dili ta magamit og noun, I mean A and B, since ang A and B nga variable is dili siya sa function definition. Ang naa diri ang variable sa main function is na 1 and 1, 2. So, dili ta mag. And then, don't forget the semicolon after the parentheses. So, let's try the parentheses. 1 and 2. So, as we can see na anay result because nag-call na ta, i-call na nato ang function, which is only diri ang sa para mag-execute na rin ang function. So, I think that's it. Thank you for listening.
Oh, thank you a lot, Raju. Now I can finally understand how can we define and call a function in programming.
Thank you for listening. I hope you gained knowledge from our topic for today. Lastly, let me remind you guys that coding and programming is quite challenging skills, but it's up to you if you really work hard for it. See you!
Just seconds after washing. Ang germ.
Yes! Yes, it worked! Yes, it worked!